Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. One of calculus's key concepts is that of the asymptote. In plain English, it's the point of diminishing returns. Well, that applies to how we spend our time. Usually after just seconds or a few minutes, maybe an hour if the problem is complex, we reach that point of diminishing returns, when additional thinking is likely to yield less and less benefit. Well, with a client today, and with a lot of clients that I've had in the past, I demonstrated that with a little experiment. The client was overwhelmed on his job because there are so many moving parts, human and technical, with a number of unanswered questions. And he had been overwhelmed into inertia, paralysis, for months. He procrastinated, wondering if he should change jobs. He lived anxious. I said, let's try a no-risk experiment. I'll set a timer for 5 minutes. Take these erasable black pens, a black pen and a red pen, and make a diagram that lays out the problem as well as you can. It's just an experiment, so if it's useless, you can throw the diagram out. He did so, and at the 5-minute mark, he hadn't quite reached his point of diminishing returns. He said, I need just another minute. I said, great. He found the time-delimited exercise inordinately helpful. He's not going to be throwing out the diagram. Rather, at work, he's going to mull it a bit more and then show the resultant draft to his boss. Like Parkinson's law, the work expands to fill the time allotted, and given that 5-minute limit, my client was forced to make the most of his time. And labeling it as a no-risk experiment freed him from worry that it won't be good enough. Symbolically, using erasable pens may have helped a bit more. We then move to a broader, bolder corollary, that life feels meaningful to the extent that we make the most of each second. Yes, second. He then asked, but how do I motivate myself to stay with that when I start to default to my usual behavior, which is to be lazy, especially when I screw up? I then somehow use that screw up to rationalize continuing to be lazy. I asked him what his wiser twin would say in response, and he said, my twin would say that like a dieter who cheated or an alcoholic who took a drink, that's not an excuse to screw up more. Rather, learning from it makes it likely to be easier the next time, especially if you take a baby step in the right direction. My mantra is going to be, every bit helps. The session's capstone was his saying, I like and am motivated by having more agency, being the emperor of my life. Our session ended with his agreeing that those 4 takeaways held real potential for him. 1, trying low-risk, time-delimited experiments capitalizes on the asymptote effect. 2, trying to make the most of each second, perhaps absurd on its face, actually is key to the life well led and can be an antidote to depression and anxiety. 3, slip-ups, instead of a rationale for staying off the wagon, are likely to make continued improvement more likely. And 4, we can be the emperor of our life. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.